I'm standing between you and your phonio, but I think you've spent a morning hearing much more about agriculture than most of you normally do. It's a really complex issue. And depending on where you live, you probably don't think about it very often. So for a moment, let's forget about imports and exports, seeds and soil, and let's focus on people, as our questioners have been doing, because ultimately this is about people. As we've heard, nearly half the farmers in the world, smallholder farmers, are women. And because the price of food and fertilizer has skyrocketed just in the last 6 months, many have had to skip meals to ensure their family can eat. 3/4 of underweight women already live in households where a man is not underweight. And that was before this crisis. Research shows, as you've been hearing this morning, that investment in agriculture and good nutrition is one of the absolutely most effective ways to reduce poverty and hunger and increase self-sufficiency. That's why our foundation invests more than $500 million each year in sub-Saharan Africa with partners like CJR, AGRA, and UNICEF. But we need to do much more. So today, we are committing more than $100 million to combat the current food and nutrition crisis. And we're going to invest it carefully, responding to a number of the needs that you've heard this morning. We're going to be investing in local innovation and global collaboration to help countries strengthen their food systems. As you've heard, fertilizer use in sub-Saharan Africa may fall 30% this year because of their shortages. That translates to 30 million metric tons less food produced, enough to feed 100 million people. So to help address this, we'll support a new effort by African leaders in the private sector to make fertilizer more accessible and affordable. We'll leverage the African Development Bank's efforts to increase food production with new innovations. And, as we've heard time and again this morning, given the disproportionate impact of this crisis on women and children and the need to target women farmers more directly, the bulk of all our investments will be made with gender equality firmly at the top of our mind. For example, we will support the Global Agriculture and Food Securities programs, which funds countries to withstand future shocks with a specific focus on investing in women smallholder farmers. And we will double our investment in UNICEF's Child Nutrition Fund, which aims to be the largest ever unified response to child wasting. Clearly, we cannot solve these problems overnight. But as we've been hearing all morning, we know what works. And while food security represents one of the biggest threats to health and opportunity, it is also one of, if not the greatest opportunity, to get back on track, to meet these ambitious goals. It's going to take a different kind of level of collaboration, investment, and innovation. But as you've seen and heard this morning, and I hope you're all seeing and hearing in all the efforts that you're doing this week and around the world, together, what Goalkeepers is all about, what this announcement is all about, what our shared objective is about, is to build a world where everyone can realize their full potential, no matter who they are or where they live. Thank you.